happened with you was stalking.
Oh, yeah.
Are you
Yeah,
okay with talking about that?
yeah. Yeah, I'm fine with talking about that.
Cool.
I
So
feel
I
like
think it's
something
something
to
that
talk about.
I think it'll be good to speak about just so that people can be more aware because it's something that we
100%.
see on movies. We see it happen in other countries. People
Yeah.
are like, you know what, don't go out, you might get this or that, whatever the case is.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to happen to us.
It's always
But
that, eh?
it's around us.
Yeah.
And I think just to elaborate, and if you can maybe speak upon the topic of what happened, how it panned out, whatever, just
This
to
is
make
the
people
one
more aware.
for Canal Walk.
Yeah. Did
So-
it happen more than once?
It happened more than once.
Okay.
There was prior to Canal Walks 1, because Canal
Yeah.
Walks 1 was like I physically was seeing what was happening
sure.
when it was happening. But there was one instance before where I had a birthday meet and greet back in Musical.ly days. I had a birthday meet and greet with a few creators, and there was this random guy that, like an old guy, that came and he brought me like a gift and stuff, and I'm like, this is very weird.
Yeah.
But this guy, I think Michaela also knows who this person is.
I know
He used to
you're
go to our
referring to.
church, and he would literally like stalk our socials, and then next thing you know, he's Sumaya at this event that we're hosting, and he's the
Wow.
only guy of his age,
That's
and
crazy.
it's a bit weird. So like
Yeah.
we were aware of it because at the point he made like 500,000 different accounts. Because whenever we block one, there's another
You
one.
could see another
Yeah.
card.
So we had to go through a lot of like that
Yeah.
type of thing before. But this one was different because this one was a purely like human trafficking
Yes, yeah.
scandal situation that was happening at Canal Walk. The scary thing is it's festive season again now,
Yeah.
and the likelihood of it happening again is very high.
Yeah.
So what happened was I used to stay like opposite Canal Walk, so I used to walk over to the shop
Yeah.
all the time, right? So I walked over. I went to like Typo, which was at the entrance where I stayed. Went into Typo, then I walked to H&M from there, and somewhere between Typo and H&M, this person was following me. So
This guy.
no, this other random guy.
another
This is
guy.
the
And at
second
this point,
instance.
did you notice this already or not?
I only noticed when I was in H&M because
Okay.
this guy was standing so close to me, and I gave way for him to walk past. But then I noticed that he wasn't walking past. I was like, okay, cool. Went on with what I was doing, but I was very aware that this guy was very close to me.
Yeah.
So me instinct kicking in, I went straight to the shoe and the bag section at H&M, if you know Canal Walk and how the place is situated, closer to the counters, the tills.
The tools, yeah.
And luckily for me, I'm smart sometimes.
Sometimes.
Sometimes, not all the time,
Questionable.
just sometimes. There's mirrors
It's
in
better than
Canal
never.
Walk all over like H&M. So I could see in the mirror that this guy was on his phone trying to take pictures of me
Eish.
from the mirrors.
Scary.
So I took my phone out and I tried to take pictures of him.
Get you, bro.
Because like
Yo.
there's a different thing of like if it's the first time it's happening to you, it's really scary. But if it's something that you are aware of, because I've been followed even just like walking from school to dance class
Yes,
before,
yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm like I'm very like aware
Vigilant.
of things when it happens.
Yeah.
So I took my phone out knowing that there was someone either following me or like I just felt very like uncertain and uncomfortable
For
about this
sure.
person. So I made an escape plan to get away.
Mm.
And luckily, Michaela's cousin was working at H&M as
Okay.
one of the managers or something like that of the store. So I messaged him, and then I messaged someone else as well that worked in the store, and then I messaged Canal Walk's head. And I told all of them, like, something's going down and
Yeah.
I'm not feeling safe and everything. So they all, security and everything, they were searching the entire mall and they came through. But I had to exit through one of the elevators on the side that he didn't know there was an elevator that goes up and down in H&M. So he went back, a lift. So he went back down the elevator. Elevator, escalator. I'm so confused. I don't know what those things are
So
called.
the one that goes straight up?
The
and
one
the
that goes
at
straight up.
45?
So I went down the one that goes straight down, and he went down the one that goes at a 45
Yeah.
degree
Yeah.
angle. But like at this point, I was so scared. I was waiting at the kiddie section by the
Yeah.
thing that goes up and down,
The elevator.
the elevator.
Yeah.
And I saw him coming down the escalator through one of the mirrors at the bottom level. So at that point, I knew, okay, he knows that he lost me where I was.
Yes.
So there was only one reason that he was in there, because on the camera footage, he came in specifically walking directly behind me, that they thought that he was with me.
Yo.
Hectic.
So I knew now what was happening, and then my friends Amron and Gio had the exact same experience at Table Bay Mall, which is not that far from Canal Walk, with the exact same people. So it was a whole situation.
Syndicate.
Posted it on my socials. I
Yeah.
sent like screenshots and stuff on my stories on WhatsApp. And then my mom messaged me and said, "Don't you want to message Canal Walk and ask them if they have two phones? Because there's a phone in his back pocket and there's a phone on him that he's using to record you." So when they found him, they only found one phone, which means that they've been sending pictures to whoever else was in the store, and they hide that second phone when they get searched. So you'll never know if they have images of you or not.
Yeah.
And that completely, I was like, I almost was part of the next season of Blood and Water because it literally felt like that.
No, for
It
sure.
fully felt like if I
That's
wasn't
fucking
that
That
aware.
is crazy. And this
If
is
I-
what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
people don't realize that these things happen around us.
You know,
daily, bro.
I stress about this one. Pushy walk and a bag is there, and I'm like, girl, I see this brush following you. I walk this way, like.
Bodyguard.
But also, Michaela's never experienced something like that. And
That's a good dynamic
I've
to have.
had a lot of like, I've got mugged in Athlone before.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
had like a lot of like crazy experiences. So like for me, when something like that happens, I immediately go on guard.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think it's good to be aware of your surroundings, man. It's like we've been saying, there's too many things happening, and I mean
Yeah.
that to a different conversation. I mean that could have gone so south in a sense. It
100%.
really could have just been a really dramatic thing that didn't need to happen. So
Yeah.
for you.